What's up, guys? It's Chachi Power here with Rocket Punch Army to do a quick look at the MP-16 Desktron, Cassettron, Frenzy, and Buzzsaw. Now, normally I do full comparisons. Unfortunately, I don't have with me the original Takara version. I only have Frenzy to compare it to, so it's not a full-blown comparison, but I will show you the entire set, right? So this is the knockoff. And as you'll see, the knockoff comes in a very convincing Takara style, or not even style, it is a Takara box, or made to look exactly like one. You get a Buzzsaw here on the side, you get Frenzy on this side. The top has a little barcode here, I guess for the knockoff people to know what the hell they're scanning. And just like the Takara, it does have the glossy parts over the figures, and I believe over the Transformers here. And normally the Takara one, the ribbing in the corrugated cardboard is a lot more pronounced. You can actually see a little bit of ribbing, but it usually is more pronounced. So we're going to go ahead and open this up here. This would be my first time opening this. And check it out. Alright, so here we got the instruction booklet. It has the it's a full color booklet made to look identical to the Takara one. Again, I don't have the original to compare it to, but they're very, very close. If you want to see a better comparison of these cassette knockoffs, I do have the one with Ravage and Rumble, and that I do full comparisons. But for this one, it's just going to be a quick look. All right, so you get the little wing gun things here for Frenzy. I almost said Rumble. And the little end caps for his pile drivers. You get the pile driver things right here. You get the cassette cases for each cassette. Now, for those of you that are really young to remember cassettes, this was considered high-tech, guys. If this was a real cassette, they had the regular size cassettes, which was basically a magnetic tape rolled into something. I do have to explain because some of you guys might not know what the hell it is or not familiar with the technology. But then they released the smaller versions, which everybody was like crazy for. And this is what you usually ended up finding college students with. They were recording the professors talking. But yeah, so that's a little history behind the cassettes that are this size. All right. And they were called microcassettes. So here is Buzzsaw. Let's take a look at Frenzy here. All right. So here's the two cassettes. Let's... I'm not going to do both cases, just show you how that fits in there. Alright, you see that? And then the case does have the Transformers logo here. Alright, so there's one for each cassette. So we're going to go over, since this is a quick look, the transformation and then show you the end result, and we'll do a comparison with Frenzy right here. Alright, so we'll start off with Buzzsaw. Let's see if I remember how to do this. It's relatively easy, guys. You do have to be careful. It seems like I'm not going to have too much of a problem with the KO. We'll see. But the original Takara, a lot of people were snapping parts because of how tiny they are. So you do want to be careful when you transform these, regardless of whether they're original or knockoff, because they are based on the same exact thing. Alright, and then these boosters come around. I notice these boosters are they're not loose, but they're a lot. And I mean a lot easier to move around than they are on the Takara, which is why a lot of stuff was breaking, especially these little wings. One of the wings is relatively smooth. This one's a little tougher, so I'm not going to bend it past that. I don't know if that's where it's supposed to end up. Yeah, I guess so. Don't want to snap that one. All right, and then bring. What the hell did I do here? All right. Sorry, guys. Again, I have not transformed this version of the cassette in a long time, and of course I forgot the head here. Bring the head forward. Alright, so I'm not really having luck with pushing the head out. Let's see. Normally I just put my nail on this, push down. Apparently it seized, so I'm going to see what I can do about that. Alright, so it looks like the beak peeks out from the bottom here. If I can just push that out. There we go. Alright, so I've gotten the beak out, and then just bring it forward. So that's probably the only problem I've had so far with the KO, is just getting the head out, but now that it's out, should be no problem. And he also does have the little thing that pops up over here. I don't have good nails, guys. And here he is. All right, this is the completed Buzzsaw. And from my memory, it's pretty much identical, guys. The quality, the plastic, everything feels just as good as the original Takara. So if you guys have those snapped off fins and you're looking for a replacement, you can get this whole set probably cheaper than you can get one original one. So that might be something to look into, especially for those that want to replace their broken pieces. And now we're going to do Frenzy here. All right, now Frenzy, and I'll show you in robot mode. The chrome did not come out too good on this one. All right, not that the Takara ones are any better, but I was kind of hoping to get nice chrome on this one. All right, so very easy transformation on this one. All right, and as soon as we get this guy done, we will compare him to an actual Takara that I have here on the side. All right, guys, so here we have the knockoff and the Takara side by side, and you'll notice the little back piece there fell off. That's because it's extremely loose on the KO. Like it's, you know, it'll just fall out. I know there's ways of, you know, taking care of that by putting nail polish around, but some people might not even want to do that. So that is something to look out for. Not an issue with this side, although it is rather loose. It just does not fall out as loose as this one. It doesn't fall out as easily, I should say. Obviously the Takara one is not loose. If we take a look at the back here, the difference in paint apps is not so apparent. The paint does seem to be applied very well, and also the same kind of shades as the Takara, and I forgot to pull this guy's waist out. But they do look identical. The colors of the plastics are identical. I can't really see any big gigantic difference. The paint applications on the leg here, the yellow, do seem to be more cleanly applied on the Takara. Same thing with the tampo printing of the Decepticon logo is a lot clearer on this than it is on this one. Although this one is a lot clearer than the KO that I had for Rumble. The Rumble one was a little bit messed up. This one is much better, but still not as good and sharp as the Takara one. Now, what I've come to see in the other reviews I've done with comparisons with KOs is the KOs were very, very, very excellent quality compared to Takara. In some cases, the paint apps were better. In the case of the cassettes, I've noticed the cassettes, as far as paint and maybe the chrome applications, hasn't been as good as the Takara. However, the chrome on the knees for the KO is better than the chrome that I have for the Takara. And it's quite the opposite when we go to look at the chest chrome. It's not even shiny here. It looks like it's, I don't know what's going on there. It just looks like it's been sanded down or fingerprint pressed on it while it was being chromed. I don't know. The Takara one is actually really nice. But if you're thinking about the quality wise, the plastics, to me, they're the same thing. So obviously the knockoff set is going to cost you a lot less. I paid about $25 shipped, which I think is a pretty good deal. I'm sure they're making tons of profit off $25. But yeah, that's the KO. If you want to see better comparisons, check out my other KO comparisons. This one, I unfortunately, like I said, don't have the whole Takara set with me, so this will have to do for now. But the other cassette review is up if you want to check it out. That does full comparison with boxes and both figures together. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. Until next time, bye-bye.